One of the world's most entertaining battles has been raging in India for the past 2 years. The fight between two of the world's richest people, Jeff Bezos and Mukesh Ambani. While Bezos had the world's second biggest fortune, Ambani had home ground advantage. What they didn't have and wanted badly was control over the future group. Sadly, this interesting battle has kind of had an anticlimactic ending now. But don't worry, our commentary will still be super entertaining and informative, so let's dive right in and look at the highlights. Welcome back to Revolution Read On, a daily podcast where we break down one story from the world of business and finance. Click on the subscribe button to never miss an update from us. Here's your story for today. The story begins in 2019. The Competition Commission of India had just given Amazon permission to buy a 49% stake in future coupons for 1,500 crore rupees. For Amazon, the deal was just a way to get to future retail. You see, Future Coupons is a promoter of future retail, which is part of the Future Group. And so, by buying a 49% stake in Future Coupons, Amazon automatically and indirectly got a 3.58% stake in future retail. Additionally, the deal gave Amazon the right to buy all of the future coupon stake, which was 7.3% in future retail, 3 years after the deal. Everybody was happy with the deal. Future retail, especially because it had massive loans worth around 3,500 crore rupees. The deal would not only give it cash to pay off some of these debts, but also an opportunity wherein Amazon would list future retail products on its marketplace. But then the pandemic happened. Futures loans increased, amounting to almost 11,250 crore rupees, and Amazon didn't provide any help. Enter Mukesh Ambani. Ambani saw this as a great opportunity to expand Reliance's retail business. Instead of building its own stores and warehouses, he thought it was much easier to just buy those from Future Retail. And the company agreed. It was desperate to pay off its debts. But this made Bezos angry. You see, his game plan was to acquire Future's stores so Amazon could have an offline presence in India. Okay, but why not just create its own stores like the Amazon Go stores in the US? Firstly, that would take a lot of money, time, and effort. Precisely why Ambani also wants to acquire future stores and not create his own. Secondly, according to Indian rules, foreign e commerce giants like Amazon and Walmart cannot open physical stores in India. So, Bezos decided to fight tooth and nail to stop Reliance's deal. The two companies went to several courts until finally the Competition Commission claimed Amazon made the deal under false pretenses. It said that Amazon had not disclosed its original purpose when striking the deal, its interest in future retail. When Amazon had proposed the deal, it had only said that it was interested in bridging the gaps in India's payment structure through future coupons. There was a deliberate design on the part of Amazon to suppress the actual scope and purpose of the deal. So, CCI does not approve the deal anymore and will review it again. And to rub spice into the wound, it also fined Amazon 200 crore rupees for lying. So, is the match over? No, it has just begun. Jeff Bezos did not become the world's second richest person by giving up. He further escalated the issue, contesting the CCI's decision and taking it to the National Companies Law Tribunal. His argument that the scope of the deal was specified and the CCI could not just change its decision after 2 years. And that's not all. Amazon went completely on the offensive, taking Future and Reliance to even more courts, even the Supreme Court. If Bezos couldn't have Future, he wouldn't let Ambani get it so easily. It began a hostile takeover of Future. You see, waiting around for the deal to happen seemed like a major hassle. So, Ambani decided to just start taking over Future's stores. But how can he do so? Well, you see, as Future didn't have the money to pay off landlords of several stores, Reliance had stepped in and taken store leases on its name. It then sublet the stores back to Future. But technically, these stores were Reliance's. Plus, a lot of the inventory for these stores had also come from Reliance JioMart. And Future had not paid for this inventory. So, Reliance laid claim to over 900 of Future's 1,500 stores even without a deal. Problem solved? No, this one wrong move that Reliance took to win the battle ended up costing it the war. Both Future and Amazon created major noise about this hostile takeover. Amazon took out front page ads calling out Reliance's fraud. All of this noise did not impact Reliance, but it impacted Future Retail's secured creditors. Who are secured creditors? They are basically financial institutions like banks which can reclaim Future's assets in case of a loan default. Because these banks' money is at stake, they get to call the shots about a potential deal or acquisition. And they have rejected Reliance's deal. So Reliance can now no longer acquire Future Group. But why did the creditors reject such a great deal? Because Reliance's hostile takeover move made them doubtful about whether such a deal was a good idea. Plus, Reliance had earlier claimed that it would give priority to those holding the company's bonds and pay off their debt first. This didn't sit well with the secured creditors, as they should be the ones getting this priority. That's why 69.29% of secured creditors rejected the move. So, what now? Will Amazon swoop in to save Future? Well, it could, but banks are considering going the insolvency court route. So, ultimately, the battle ended in a draw. But the two haven't ended their rivalry. No, it is set to continue now as both are once again going after the same thing: IPL broadcasting rights. Who do you think will win this battle? Let us know your views on our Twitter handle, readon_in. Thanks for listening in. Make sure to follow this podcast if you aren't already. We'll be back tomorrow.